Hum hum, ha ha, hee hee, ho ho, tee hee. Welcome, dear listeners, to Pointless Witticisms, the show where I talk about something that I felt had next to no impact, or next to no impact on me, or is unlikely to ever be something that you can have a conversation with another human being about face to face. It is silly, pointless films, ranging the gamut from pointless adaptations of book series that I enjoyed, to pointless remakes of other films, to rather silly film adaptations that I can maybe ramble on a little bit about, but not something that other people are likely to have heard of, or even if they did, it would be maybe, oh hey, it's that film where X happens, you know? And I feel like we're entering an age where we have a lot more of those. There's certainly a surprising amount of high budget, oh, that was a film, sort of films happening these days, where maybe they'll garner attention the year they come out or the next year, and then they'll fade away into obscurity. I'm looking at stuff like that, at the films that you might find in bargain bins and other sort of dreck and drock and such. I am also not a video maker by trade. I am a bit of an audio person in that I am quite comfortable with my own voice and playing about with it a bit, and I think that I have a decent enough voice for radio, but I'm not really that interested in sticking together 1,000,001 screenshots from the film into some semblance of an order and then showing you the exact same clip over and over and over again just to make up time. So what this is going to be short things. 9 minutes and 47 seconds to discuss a given thing, and that entire 9 minutes and 47 seconds will be spent comfortably staring at if you are just watching the video instead of I personally recommend that you just stick it on another tab and listen to me maybe in the background. I can't really carry a whole thing by myself, I dare say. It's just a shot of the worst poster of the film that I could find online, then redone over with Microsoft Office Paint to give it this sort of weird filled colour block look to it, to show off just sort of how silly the silhouette really looks like, at least in my opinion. I don't have the most rational or orthodox of views on films, or most anything in general, really. Bit of an oddity, I think. And I certainly hope that my views interest you. If they don't, I dare say you probably wouldn't have gotten this far through the video, or even have checked out anything else of mine. If you're moderately interested in talking to me, I suggest looking at the Discord. I've got a link on this video's description, and that'd certainly point you in the right direction to talk with me. But one thing of note as well, I'm not an audio editor. I'm not exactly that confident going back and editing out my mistakes, and that's perfectly fine, I think, considering the way that other people are probably just going to edit it all out, but lack a sort of charisma or speed to their tone in the way that they're carrying their way through things. They can know their subject matter, but they're not really trying to make themselves a bit of a voice for radio. Anyways, this is Pointless Witticisms, and this is the end of any descriptions of that show. The rest is just going to be me rambling on about myself, I'm afraid. So, as for me, I am an American English ex-Kiwi. That's a British person born in America who spent a bit of a time as a boy in New Zealand, citizen there for a while. But yeah, that was way back in the days where I was still a boy, instead of being this sort of gender-neutral sort that I am today. Quaintly British and quaintly quaint. Audio stuff is sort of a venting bit for me. It's a way to play about with my voice, a way to play about with people's expectations, and a way to be heard and listened to, and to entertain. I will be glad if you've listened this far, and I will be glad if you decide to check out anything else of mine in the future, but if you don't really feel obligated to. It's just something I do for a quaint bit of fun in my free time. Thank you for listening, listeners.